Today, I want to talk about a group that is often overlooked, which is neurodivergent individuals in East Asia. Due to cultural factors, underdiagnosis, and limited support system, many of them face significant challenges in their daily lives. In this talk, I will explore the stigma they face and how, as social workers, we can help uphold their dignity. First, let's clarify what we mean by neurodiversity. According to ALEC 2022, the term is commonly used to describe individuals with neurodevelopmental conditions such as autism spectrum disorder, which is ASD, and attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, which is ADHD. So in this context, Asian individuals with ASD and ADHD are considered neurodivergent. As Hirota ETAL 2024 pointed out, although awareness of neurodiversity has grown in the past 2 decades, the conversation has been mostly concentrated in Western societies, such as North America, Europe, and Australia. It is only recently that discussions have started to appear in non-Western contexts. This Western-centric lens is reflected in autism literature and advocacy, where the dominant voices are often white and English-speaking. As a result, the neurodivergent experience in Asia remain under-discussed and largely invisible. Let's talk about the specific challenges neurodivergent individuals face in East Asia. They include stigma and lack of awareness, cultural expectations, limited resources, gender differences, and workplace exclusion. Research has indicated that in many Asian cultures, neurodivergent conditions are still heavily stigmatized or misunderstood. This stigma often leads to shame, isolation, and the reluctance to seek help, both from the individuals and their families. Cultural values in East Asia typically prioritize family harmony, obedience, and conformity. These expectations can deeply clash with the neurodivergent barriers. For example, a child with ADHD who fidgets in class may be seen as disrespectful, even though they're simply struggling with symptoms. In addition, access to diagnosis, services, and information about neurodivergence is still limited in many regions. Gender expectations can make things worse. Neurodivergent girls and women are often underdiagnosed and may face even greater pressure to hide their struggles. And in the workplace, many companies still lack the tools or awareness to support neurodivergent employees. This result not only is in exclusion, but also in missed opportunities for innovation, creativity, and inclusion. To better illustrate the experience of the neurodivergent individuals and their families in East Asia, I would like to share a short video excerpt. This is from a Dateline documentary featuring autism children in China, showing the social stigma and challenges they face.
关于自闭症的话，我一直以为是一个离我很远的话题，然后直到我出国以后，我才发现其实学校就有一些自闭症的一些学生，然后比如说我在下课的时候就能常看到那个学生他就在旁边很安静的坐着，然后我也经常别人偶尔会谈论到他就是一个自闭症的同学嘛。然后他参加一些活动的时候，也会自己一个人安静的去坐到旁边，然后也不知道他在想什么，就是一些问题。然后我觉得他其实挺可怜的，然后我其实也很想帮他，我们都很想帮他，因为人都是一种怜悯心嘛。但是呢，就是我个人并不知道一些很好的方式去怎么帮助他。
As we can see, misunderstanding and rejection are still common realities for neurodivergent families in East Asia. leading to isolation, shame, and lost opportunities for the children involved. However, despite these challenges, there is hope. Recently, some of the movements have begun to emerge across East Asia, pushing for greater acceptance and recognition of neurodivergent individuals. According to HeroTech 2024, in countries like Japan, South Korea, and Taiwan, there has been a slow but steady growth of advocacy groups, online communities, and awareness campaigns. These efforts have started to challenge the dominant stigma and offer new narratives that frame neurodivergence not as a defect, but as a natural variation of human experience. Yet, the pace of change remains slow. Many families still struggle in silence. Many individuals continue to mask their traits to survive socially, often at great psychological cost. Sometimes the story we share is our own. I grew up in China as an underdiagnosed neurodivergent individual. Looking back, there were so many signs. I love repetitive movements, often engaged in stimming behaviors without knowing what they were. In the classroom, I struggle with maintaining attention. I would daydream, get lost in my own world, or hyper-focus intensely on topic I loved. To my teachers and classmates, I often appeared naive, overly sensitive, or simply odd. Someone told me a delicate flower sheltered in a greenhouse. Others said I was like an odd scholar trapped in this child's body. No one ever sought to look deeper. No one asked why I behaved the way I did. It wasn't until adulthood and after coming to the United States and that I finally received a formal diagnosis of autism and ADHD, or what we now call AUDHD. For the first time, I realized I was not broken, I was simply different, and my difference deserved to be understood, not erased. There are many others like me, growing up unheard and unseen. As social workers, we have the responsibility to change that. So, what can we do? First, we must adopt a client-centered and trauma-informed approach. Neurodivergent individuals often carry hidden traumas, not from the conditions, but from years of misunderstanding, rejection, and forced conformity. Our first job is to listen deeply, validate their experiences, and prioritize their autonomy and agency. Second, we should incorporate frameworks like the new social model of disability, which shifts the focus from fixing individuals to dismantling the social barriers that disable them. According to the social model, the problem is not the individual's impairment, but the environment's lack of accommodation. Third, we must practice disability affirmative therapy, which is DAT. DAT is a therapeutic approach that affirms disability as a natural part of human diversity rather than a pathology to be corrected. In a DAT-informed practice, we help clients embrace their neurodivergent identity with pride, build resilience, and resist centralized ableism. Instead of seeing differences as deficits, we see them as part of the client's wholeness. Fourth, we should advocacy for systematic change, which we should first start with push for earlier and more culturally sensitive diagnosis practice, and expand accessible education and employment opportunities. And thirdly, we should create safe spaces where neurodivergent individuals can thrive without the need to mask or hide. In closing, I want to leave you all with this. To uphold the dignity of neurodivergent individuals is to believe that they are not broken, nor deficit, or not less. They are whole, they are worthy, and they have a right to be seen, heard, and included. The future we build must be the one where differences are not just tolerated, but celebrated. The future of we're being different is not a shame, but a strength. And the future of dignity is neurodiverse. Thank you so much.